A wealthy collector once paid hundreds of dollars for a single cup of tea, not because it was ancient, not because it came from a forgotten emperor's garden, not because it possessed miraculous healing powers, but because it was grown using panda poop. Yes, panda poop. At first, it sounds ridiculous. Yet for a brief moment, this bizarre tea captured global attention. Newspapers reported on it. Luxury enthusiasts debated it. Curious travelers searched for it. Some called it ingenious. Others called it absurd. But perhaps the most interesting question was not whether the tea was good. It was why people wanted it in the first place. Welcome to the strange root. Behind every strange obsession, luxury craze, and cultural curiosity lies a deeper story. Today, we uncover the strange root of Panda Dung Tea. In 2012, in China's Sichuan province, entrepreneur An Yanxi introduced an unusual idea. Giant pandas consume enormous amounts of bamboo every day, yet their digestive systems are surprisingly inefficient. Much of the bamboo passes through their bodies only partially digested. To most people, that sounds like waste. To An Yanxi, it sounded like opportunity. His proposal was simple: use compost made from panda manure to fertilize tea plants. Contrary to what some people imagined, the tea leaves themselves were never mixed with panda droppings. The manure was composted and used as fertilizer, much like countless forms of animal manure used by farmers around the world. From an agricultural perspective, there was nothing particularly revolutionary happening. Farmers have used manure for centuries. Cow manure, horse manure, chicken manure. None of that is unusual. What made this different was the animal attached to the story. Pandas occupy a unique place in the modern imagination. Few animals have become such powerful symbols of innocence, rarity, conservation, and national pride. Children recognize them. Zoos celebrate them. Conservation campaigns use them. Even international diplomacy has sometimes revolved around them. The panda is more than an animal. It is a symbol, and symbols carry value. In a strange way, Panda Dung Tea was not borrowing value from fertilizer. It was borrowing value from the panda itself. Luxury has always relied on scarcity. Rare spices once crossed continents for kings and emperors. European aristocrats displayed exotic foods to demonstrate wealth. Today, collectors chase limited watches, rare wines, luxury handbags, and impossible-to-find sneakers. The pattern remains remarkably similar. The harder something is to obtain, the more desirable it often becomes. Panda manure was naturally limited. Pandas are protected. The story sounded exclusive. The supply sounded rare. The scarcity almost marketed itself. Soon, reports appeared claiming extraordinary prices. Some articles suggested premium batches could be worth thousands of dollars per kilogram. Others estimated that a single cup could cost hundreds of dollars. Whether every reported sale occurred exactly as described remains difficult to verify. But that hardly mattered. The headlines had already done their work. Psychologists have a name for this phenomenon: the scarcity effect. When something appears rare, people often assume it must be valuable, but perhaps something deeper was happening. Throughout history, rare objects have never been just objects. They are signals. Signals of wealth, signals of status, signals of belonging. The tea itself mattered, but the ability to say you possessed it may have mattered even more. Because humans do not simply compete through strength or survival. We often compete through symbols, and symbols can be surprisingly powerful. Despite the headlines, people did drink it. Tea enthusiasts sampled it, Collectors purchased it. Curious visitors sought it out. Most descriptions were surprisingly ordinary. Drinkers generally described the tea as smooth, mild, and pleasant. Some noticed earthy characteristics. Others found little difference compared with other premium Chinese teas. No widespread consensus ever emerged suggesting it possessed extraordinary flavor. What people remembered most was not the taste, it was the story. Supporters also promoted various health claims. Because pandas absorb relatively few nutrients from bamboo, advocates argued that valuable compounds remained within the compost. Some suggested the resulting tea might contain enhanced nutritional qualities or antioxidant properties. However, scientific evidence supporting these claims remained limited. Most experts viewed the tea's unusual origin as far more significant than any proven health benefit. Not everyone was convinced. Critics questioned whether Panda Dung Tea represented innovation or simply exceptional marketing. Tea experts pointed out that many organic fertilizers are nutrient-rich. There was little evidence that panda compost produced dramatically superior tea. Some observers went further. They argued that Panda Dung Tea revealed something uncomfortable about modern luxury culture. With the right story, the right symbolism, and the right scarcity, almost anything can be transformed into a premium product, even animal waste. For a few years, Panda Dung Tea became a global curiosity. News organizations covered it. Travel blogs discussed it. Social media shared it. People laughed at it. People admired it. People argued about it. Then, gradually, the attention moved elsewhere. The tea never became one of China's great tea traditions. It never transformed the tea industry. It never became a lasting luxury category. Like many modern sensations, it burned brightly and then faded. But the story survived, and perhaps that was always the real product. At its core, Panda Dung Tea is not really a story about tea, nor is it a story about desire, about how humans create value, about how rarity becomes status, how symbols become luxury, and how storytelling can transform the ordinary into the extraordinary. A farmer sees compost, a marketer sees exclusivity, a journalist sees a headline, a customer sees prestige, and suddenly the same object becomes something entirely different. The panda never intended to create a luxury product, yet its leftovers became part of a global fascination. Sometimes, the strangest roots are not hidden in ancient rituals or forgotten myths. Sometimes, they are hidden within ourselves, in our desire to possess what others cannot, in our willingness to believe a compelling story, and in our endless search for things that feel rare, special, and valuable. And that is the strange root of Panda Dung Tea. If you enjoyed this journey into one of humanity's strangest luxury obsessions, subscribe to The Strange Root and join us as we uncover more hidden stories from around the world. Until next time, take care and stay curious.